Hey guys, what's up? So today's video is just like a chill get ready with me while I get ready for Thanksgiving today. I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving. Today, because I'm just gonna go chill with my family, I have my friend shirt on and super simple, just kind of glowy, pretty makeup because I didn't really feel like doing much because it's one of those things, I'm off work and I just didn't really feel like it. So I didn't do a super glam look or anything like that, and if that's what you're looking for, this video is for you. So please be sure to like and subscribe before you leave, and if you would like to see this simple, glowy, get ready with me for Thanksgiving dinner, then just keep on watching. Thanks! Okay. Alright, I'm going to be starting off with the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. Now I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation, and I'm using my Morphe Highlight and Contour Sponge. So I want to film a video, so if you watched my haul video, and I will link that in the description down below, but I got the the set of beauty blenders that they had, that it was like the beauty blenders and then the solid cleansers, and I think there was 4 in the set, but I got that with the sale from Sephora, and I've been using the beauty blenders ever since I got them. This was my first time using my Morphe sponge since, and I don't know, I kind of don't really like them. So I kind of want to do a video where I compare the two sponges, like do one side of my face with the beauty blender and then one side of my face with my Morphe sponge. Aw, I forgot a step. Oh well, I'll use it for my concealer. I was gonna mist my sponge with the Lilah B Aglow Face Mist, but I completely forgot. So I'll do that for my concealer part. But I do want to film that video, and mostly because like I'm curious, just because I know I haven't been loving it. Like I kind of feel like it soaks up, well, it definitely soaks up a lot of my product. That's not a feeling because I can see it when I will put the foundation on the back of my hand, which I'm just squirting it directly on the sponge today. But when I put it on the back of my hand and then I pick up a little bit before I put it on my face, like you don't see it sitting on the sponge like it just was there. It's all in the sponge. So therefore, I mean, I get lighter coverage, which is great if that's what you want, but most of the time that's not what I want. I do want more medium to full coverage foundation, so I haven't been loving that at all. So I'm very curious to do that. So I will probably do that tomorrow since today is Thanksgiving and I will be off tomorrow. So I will have time to be able to do that. Alright, so now we're going to do concealer. I'm going to do the Tarte Shape Tape, and then I mix the shades Light Neutral and Fair Neutral because I don't want it to be too light, and I don't really have a shade in between these. So I just mix them. Since I forgot to do this for my foundation, I'm going to do it for my concealer. I'm going to mist the sponge with the Lilah B Aglow Face Mist before going in and blending out. And I actually feel like I need just a teeny bit more, like right up at my lash line, so I'm just going to kind of tap the outer part with my sponge, like right here. You can see what I'm doing. I'm going to use my RCMA No Color Powder, and I do have it in a little sifter jar that I bought off Amazon. So it's not in the normal like sifter container because I hate that packaging. It's so like not user friendly. So I do it like this. It came with like 2 jars to a set, and I think they were like 50 milliliters or something like that. If you look up empty sifter jars on Amazon, you'll be able to find it no problem. But that's all I did, and that's how I keep it. And I have refilled this thing several times. I actually just had to repurchase more RCMA No Color Powder, and I still wasn't out yet. So I don't need to refill it just yet, but I did go ahead and repurchase it because I was getting low. And like I think I've had it for shoot, probably like almost 3 years maybe. What I'm using now is my Real Norman Ultra Powder Foundation, and I am in the shade Ultra Cameo. I just made the little sponge fall out of the bottom, which I don't ever use, so I'm just using my Morphe Highlight and Contour Sponge. And I always do this because it helps to keep me matte throughout the day. It really helps to keep my foundation in place, helps to keep it from breaking up, all that fun stuff. Alright, so now I'm going to bronze. I'm using the Benefit Hoola Bronzer, and I'm going to use my JH02 brush. So now I am going to just bake down here to just clean up that bronzer. Make sure that my powder is going to stay all day because it is Thanksgiving and I'm going to be kind of just chilling at my grandparents' house. So using that same sponge and that RCMA No Color Powder, kind of loading up the sponge. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to like the eyebrows and all that, but real quick I'm going to add a little hydration to the lips. So let me grab what I need real quick. So for the lips, I'm going to use my Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my lips because now that it's getting cold here in Ohio, my lips have been feeling it. Let me move my mirror closer so I can do my eyebrows. So I'm going to be doing my eyebrows real quick. I have both the Anastasia Brow Definer and then the Brow Wiz, both in chocolate. I really don't care for the Brow Definer, so I will not repurchase it. I like the Brow Wiz better because I can be more precise. But I had broke the spoolie on this Brow Wiz, but I've used them mostly up anyway, so I'm just using the rest of them, and that's because I've been using these since when I had dark hair in the past, so a little while ago. So I'm kind of combing them down first, and then I'll use the Brow Wiz to define them. And I really like the shade Chocolate for the hair color that I have because it's a real warm brown. Because when I used to have a color similar to this when I was in high school, I used to actually use, I think it was Mac and Bark was the color I would use to just fill in my eyebrows with. And I mean, I really liked it, but I love Anastasia's brow products, so I love that they have this color. It's got like the perfect amount of red to it without being too red because I don't want too red. but red enough. So I love, 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 love this product. And if you have more of like a burgundy kind of hair like I do, then I think this is a beautiful, beautiful color for you. Okay, so now I'm just gonna comb them up. And I'll probably speed through the rest of this because brows aren't super exciting. And I really haven't, I mean, I've changed them up maybe a little. I don't even remember when the last time I filmed a brow video. So if you want an updated one, let me know. But I think it's not really exciting, so I'm gonna kind of speed through the rest. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the eyes. I'm using my P. Louise eye base. So I'm going to use the So Jaded palette, and I'm going to take the shade Rose Quartz, which is this one right there, with my Morphe M441. And I'm just taking this all through the crease. This look is super, super simple because I just want something nice and easy and glowy, so nothing too crazy today. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Morphe M433 and I'm going in with that same shade Rose Quartz, but I'm just going to pack it on just a little bit more because this brush is a little shorter and a little denser, so that I can get a little bit more color payoff putting this all in the crease. And if it gets on the lid, I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm just kind of buffing it all over the place. So then for the lid, I'm going to take the shade Diamond on my finger. So I'm going to use just my middle finger and I'm going to press this all over the lid. Sorry, I should zoom you guys in. What am I doing? Here we go. Now you can see a little bit more. I honestly am not like a huge fan of Super Shock shadows. I had got some in the past and they all kind of dried up because I just didn't really use them. But this, I don't know if they have this in a single or not, but if they do, I need it in my life because I love it. I am absolutely obsessed with it. And I'm just kind of going in with this. I'm putting quite a bit on the eye because I love the glitter and glow that it gives. I'm obsessed with it. So, alright, so I got that done. I don't like the black that's in this palette, so let me grab a different palette really quick. Okay, so I just grabbed my Makeup Geek eyeshadow palettes. don't know what it's called. Corrupt. Okay, so I'm taking the black that's in here. It's Corrupt from Makeup Geek. And I'm using my Morphe M432. Yeah, I went back. So just a little bit on there, and I'm going to just kind of stamp it, mostly on the outer part, but just kind of feather it into the inner half of the lash line. And then I'm just kind of flicking it up. And I'm just adding just a little bit of smokiness. And it's just because I like what that does for my eyes. I like how it opens it up and everything like that. So that is all that I'm doing right there. And then I kind of take my finger a little bit too. Just like that. So simple, but you can see what it does to the eyes. And I will be applying false lashes, so it will help with the false lashes. So now for the lower lash line. I want the lower lash line to have a little bit more color than I do on the top lid. So I'm going to use the shade Jasper, which is this one right here. And I'm using my Morphe JH38 brush. Is that what that says? Yes, 38. Alright, so I'm just taking some of that on this brush, and I'm going to kind of look up into my mirror. So here, I'm gonna take it like this so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. But I'm going to look up into the mirror and then just dust this along the lower lash line. So you can see I have that applied pretty intensely right now, so I'm going to wipe off my brush. I have like a towel in my lap, and then I'm going to go back in with it, but with a little bit of rose quartz on the brush. So I just dipped into a little bit of rose quartz, and then going back in and just buffing that out. Now I wiped off the brush again. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other eye. So again, I'm going to turn this way so you can kind of see, but looking up into the mirror and dusting this all along the lower lash line. Like so. Then I'll wipe off the brush. I kind of made my eye water a little bit. And dipping into rose quartz. And then just buffing this out. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to take this little itty bitty brush. This is the JH42, and I'm going to take the shade Pearl, which is this one right here. Definitely just stuck my finger in that glitter. But this white shimmery shade right here, and I'm going to highlight my inner corner and then a little bit on my brow bone as well. So I am just going to kind of speed through this next couple steps. I'm going to apply my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, and then I did trim them, but I have not worn them yet. These are the Sassy But Classy lashes from Velour that I got in my Sephora VIB sale. So I'm going to just speed through this real quick and do this, and then I'll be right back to finish off the face. Let me get my lash stuff. Okay, lashes are on. I really love these lashes. They're nice and natural and just kind of flirty. They're really, really pretty. I really like them a lot. So I just grabbed my Morphe JH07, and I'm just going to dust off that baking real quick because that's been on there for a little while. and then I'm going to apply some blush. I'm using the Tarte blush in the shade, wait. Let's see if one of the new Tarte blushes, if there's one that works well for what I want today. So maybe I'll use one of these. No, I know that bottom one doesn't work. Nope. That one's okay. That one would work. Okay, I'm going to use the middle one in the medium one. So this is Prize, and I'm going to use my JH04. I am obsessed with these little things. Like I said in my video, I hate the packaging, but they're awesome. Okay, and because I always like scrunch up my forehead while I do my eyes, I'm just going to kind of tap that out with my sponge a little bit. And then I'm going to spritz some finishing spray. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Okay, and then I like to just ever so lightly press that in where I do get kind of lines in my foundation while I'm working on my eyes. I'm going to let that dry just a little bit more, and then I'm going to go in with the Benefit Cookie Highlight. It looks like this. This is beautiful. It does have a teeny bit of sparkle, but this is the only like highlighter that I've tried that has a teeny bit of sparkle that I actually like, because usually I hate sparkle in my highlights. So this is one of the few that, I don't know, I really like it. So I'm using my Morphe JH09. And also this is just like a beautiful color for my skin tone right now. Now, like, if I had a little bit more color, like when I'm self-tanned and stuff, then I probably will not like it. But when I'm fair like this, I love it. And I've just been obsessed with it recently. It's just kind of been my go-to. And a little bit on the Cupid's bow. Okay. Alright, and then grab my lip product. Last but not least, I'm going to use the Jeffree Star Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Celebrity Skin. I'm going to tap off a little bit of that lip mask. This is seriously probably my favorite nude ever. I love it. Alright, you guys, that is it for this makeup video. So, thank you guys for sitting down and getting ready with me. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again in my next one. Bye!